Welcome to another edition of Uplifting Interviews with Total Strangers. I've got 3 strangers on board that are, 4:49 in the morning, and they're going on vacation.
Yay.
Where are we going, guys?
Where are we going, Sammy?
New York.
New York. Well, that doesn't sound like a vacation.
Hey.
That's a tough city. You're supposed to go to Jamaica or...
I know, it was a choice between Hawaii or New York, and our son picked New York.
Really?
We've been to Hawaii like 100 million times.
Oh, really? 100 million times. That's a lot of times.
Plus the volcano, right, Sam?
Yeah,
You wouldn't want to see the volcano?
I would.
I would, but I wouldn't want to like stand next to it and try to sleep.
So, what's the plan in New York?
Take the next left onto 7th Street, then turn right onto
You're my dad's friend, and just have some fun.
Just have some fun. There's lots of stuff to do in New York.
Play, see the 9/11 memorial, check out all the iconic sites of New York, huh, Sam?
Yeah.
My first walk in Central Park in New York, I saw a guy get shot
No way.
Oh, wow.
10 feet in front of me.
How long ago was that?
It was long. Well, it happens every day today, but I mean,
Yeah.
this was, 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it was quite the event. He didn't get killed. He got shot in the leg, but
Still.
it was still, for a young man to first walk in Central Park, it was...
Were you coming from LA and just visiting, or?
Yeah, I was helping out my boss clean out his apartment. He was teaching me how to produce. John Lesser was his name. He was,
John Lesser?
Yeah. His father was Frank Lesser, Guys and Dolls, Hans Christian Andersen,
Yeah.
was that fella. So John taught me how to produce, and I'm still producing. I'm producing this little show. But
in the morning.
John was a great guy, and I got some great stories about New York. But I got some great stories from all around the world. And my 80th gig, which is I'm starting, is as a motivational speaker. So my practice are these shows because I give out advice, and I've got lots of philosophies on how to look at life. I was orphaned at 9 years old, and I hitchhiked around the world as a 17-year-old, and met a lot of people, and worked in 79 different fields. So I've got lots of different advice to give to people, and so I have this little show called Uplifting Interviews, and I like to hear from the people I'm meeting, because I like to learn from everyone I meet.
Well, I have a question for you.
Sure.
You know, we have a son who's 9 years old,
Right?
and he says the most important thing to him is to make money and be rich.
No, you're wrong there, young man.
There you
What's
go,
your name? Sam, I'm going to give you some advice about money. I know billionaires and I know celebrities. And celebrities have what's called fame, and billionaires have what's called fortune. You don't want to wish fame or fortune on your worst enemy. Very few humans can handle great amounts of money or fame. And when you're famous, you can't go out in public and have a normal life. Okay? So what you want to do is you want to do something that makes you happy when you get out of bed to do, whether it's painting a painting or creating maybe architecture, a new design of a home, or whatever you want to do. Be a doctor and help people.
Hey, that's a good idea.
So the most important thing is to love what you're doing. And I'm saying, Sam, about 10% of the people do that. 90% are just doing a job so they can survive. And that's not where life is about. Life is about, because you can do anything you want in your life, but you have to do it. No one's going to do it for you. Okay? And you have to make yourself happy, because no one else is going to make you happy. And I always tell people, you come first. And a lot of people say, no, my children come first. No, you come first, because you can't make your children happy unless you're happy. And when you guys are going to get on a plane in a little while, and they're going to tell you that when the oxygen mask drops, what to do. And they say, you put it on first, then you help your child, right?
Right.
So I want to tell everyone out there, and that's why I'm going to be becoming a motivational speaker, on what life's about. Most people don't get it till they're 50. But then they start living. Sam, you can start living today because you have a bright future. You can do anything you want, literally anything you want. But making money isn't the answer. If you do something that you love, you'll do well at it, and you'll make a lot of money because you're doing well at it, right? And so money is a byproduct of doing something fun. follow me?
So Maserati won't make him happy. Is that what you're saying?
No, Maseratis, race Maseratis, design new Maseratis, work for Maserati. Maserati's a great brand. Lamborghini, Koenigsegg, all those great supercars. You know, there's a guy that's making a living and a lot of money just by talking about supercars. He's a YouTuber, and he goes around with a little camera, and he talks about all these fantastic, new, expensive supercars, and he's making a good living. And he's waking up every morning saying, oh, I get to look at this new supercar.
You just never drive it.
No, I think he gets to drive it every once in a while. But the point is, do something that you love, not for the money, for the love, and you'll make money because of it. Any other questions?
Well, Sam, what do you think about that?
Does that make sense, Sam?
It does.
You sound a little not sure.
Well, we always tell him that we're not responsible for his happiness, that he's responsible for it.
I just said that. Yeah.
And we talk about what defines happiness and success in life.
Okay, I want to hear your, because it's always me saying that, and that's why I like to have these interviews. I want to hear strangers telling me that, because you're saying what I'm going to tell everyone anyway. Let me hear it from you.
Go ahead, Sam.
So,
Speak up, please.
the point that I was really trying to make is that you won't be happy with no money. Like, if you had no money and you were really poor, you wouldn't be as like happy as you could actually get a roof over your head and live a life, other than just not.
Well, the poorest people in the world, I think, are the happiest people in the world, to be honest with you. They don't have the... See, when you have a lot of money, you have a lot of superficial friends. I had a large yacht for the last 12 years, and I had through a lot of great parties, and I sold the yacht, and I don't have anyone calling me. What's that about?
Yeah,
Right?
They like your yacht more than you, I guess.
I guess so. And that happens with the billionaires I know. Everyone wants a little piece. Oh, you should invest in this. You should invest in that. They want them because they're billionaires. And, you know, there's some of them are nice people, obviously, but most people are attracted to money. And money is not, Sam, money is not going to make you happy. And here's another fact. The majority of people who won the lottery regret winning the lottery.
Really?
Because people only make friends with them because they have so much money.
That's one of the reasons. The other reason is they thought they were rich and they really weren't.
They had to pay taxes.
They had to pay taxes, but when the lottery first came out, it was $1 million prize, remember?
Right.
And they paid it over 20 years. So that's $50,000 a year, less taxes, which is $25,000 a year. They thought they were a millionaire, and they were really getting $2,000 a month. So there you go.
Crazy.
So I wasn't hearing from you in the back there. What you said about not from Sam. You tell him.
You know, what defines happiness?
Yes, that's
is
what-
an individual kind of definition.
Right.
And what motivates people and what gives them a reason to get up every day. And like I said to Sammy, none of us are responsible for each other's happiness. We have to cultivate that ourselves.
Right.
And that's all.
Cool. Any last bits of advice from you?
No.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an attorney.
Attorney?
Mark is a doctor,
Oh.
And Sammy's a little boy.
and he just graduated 4th grade.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
A few more grades to go. No, I've interviewed a lot of doctors, a lot of surgeons, and all kind of fun people. You got to subscribe, please, to Uplifting Interviews with Total Strangers. Thank you guys for participating.
All right.
Have a great trip in New York.
Thanks.